This is going to sound really sketchy, but would you inject salmon sperm into your skin if it would give you glowing skin? I tried the celebrity loved salmon DNA facial, as my doctor calls it, and I wanted to show you the results. So what exactly does this consist of, and what should you know about it? Welcome back to my channel. My name is JoAnna Pallante. I am a 42-year-old mom, and I have a passion for holistic living. I have tried a bunch of different face treatments over the years. I actually went through a lot of hyperpigmentation during my pregnancy. That was something I never had before. I am truthfully very careless when it comes to SPF. So I've been getting these brown spots on my face and just struggling with uneven skin tones. So some of the things I've tried in the past were like PRP, the vampire facials. Those were a thing at some point. Never got into Morpheus. That was kind of popular after I had my daughter. I've done IPL lasers. I've done just basic rejuvenating skincare sort of things, microdermabrasion, things like that. But I have recently really become a fan of the salmon DNA facial. So let's break down exactly what this is. So the salmon sperm facial is basically a treatment that utilizes polynucleotides, PNs, DNA fragments extracted and purified from salmon sperm. They are believed to promote skin regeneration, enhance collagen production, and improve skin hydration and elasticity. Now, in the US, you can basically do what I did, which is kind of like stamping it into your face. I did this without numbing cream. I'm not a fan of numbing cream. If you have the tolerance for it, I would just recommend going without it. But for some people, they use a numbing cream. And then with the stamping, you will get red initially. So I'll show you a video of me while I was undergoing this treatment. I just did it 2 days ago. So there's a bit of redness when you're just kind of like pushing this into your skin. In other countries, you can actually do it in the form of a laser or injectable. So that's not FDA approved here yet, but I've heard that people are flying all over, to different places to get this stuff done because there's like a cult-like following for people that are really into this. So for me, took about, I would say, maximum of 20 minutes out of my day. I actually went to a dinner the same night. So for me, this is a treatment that I really like because in the same day, you can be seen. I've had other treatments just make my face wrecked. Like when I used to do the microneedling with the PRP, I could not be seen in public for the day. I would just hide out with a baseball hat, not let anyone see me. My skin after microneedling would be super dry and flaky for a few days. And then basically like 7 to 10 days out, I would feel like I had baby skin again, and that was great. But for 5 to 7 days trying to put makeup on my skin, it would just be flaking off. So you can see right now, I have just mascara, under eye concealer, and lip gloss on. So there's nothing on my skin besides moisturizer. My skin to me feels glowy. I can tell it's still in that phase where it's renewing. So I think in 3 to 4 days, it'll be even better. But I feel like my skin tone is evening out and the fine lines and things like that are just kind of diminishing. Again, I've done this about 4 times. I've spaced the treatments out about every 6 weeks, and I feel a big difference in my skin as soon as the same day, but the results will get better as a couple of days go on. Also, full disclosure, the day that I did the salmon DNA, I went to a medical spa. I definitely recommend vetting out who does these treatments on your face. Make sure that it's, a reputable doctor. Sometimes people try to cut corners, especially with things like Botox and filler, and they go places where there's like some kind of promotion. I'm always a bit skeptical of that. I try to always go to a top doctor whenever possible and pay a bit of extra money to make sure that someone who's treating my face and, delicate areas knows what they're doing. So I see Dr. Kasabian. He is local to Beverly Hills. He did some Botox on me the same day. Botox is one of those things that I know doesn't really fit with my holistic profile. It's something that, it's a guilty pleasure. I do it 3 times a year. I tend to get like a deep line across my forehead that just bothers me. So the same day as the salmon DNA, we did a little bit of Botox just to refresh me. I don't do any other fillers and things like that on my face. I just avoid them. I have done a little bit of under eye filler a long time ago. I wasn't a fan of it, so I stay away from things like that. But I think if you are looking to just feel good about yourself, get a good refresh, look into the salmon DNA, and like I said, a little Botox here and there. That's just my one guilty pleasure. If you have tried the salmon sperm, salmon DNA, whatever you're comfortable with calling this, let me know in the comments what your results were like, or if there's another treatment that you love that you think is more effective than this one. I'm always exploring different things, trying to find out what I can do to get the maximum results with the most minimal downtime. I'm also sharing all of my favorite places. It's very specific to the LA area, but I am putting up a blog post with everything from my favorite restaurants to my favorite places for, hair, skin, eyebrows. So check out the blog intheknowjo.com. I've got a newsletter, stay in the know, sign up, and I will share all of my favorites with you there. If you want more of my tips for looking and feeling your best in your 40s or any age really, make sure to check out the next video.